Hi guys, so today I'm going to make a video about how to depot MAC's eyeshadows and blushes. Okay, so here are all the things you need to do this. Obviously you're going to need a MAC eyeshadow or blush that are still in their plastic container. I didn't even really take this one out of the packaging yet. I'll tell you about this in a little while. You're going to need a piece of tin foil, tweezers, or really anything with like a metal edge that you can pry them out of the plastic thing with. You're going to need magnetic sheets or magnetic tape, whatever you prefer, a MAC palette to put them in afterwards so they don't break, a pair of scissors, and probably the most important thing besides the makeup, because that's kind of an important part too, I would think, is the hair straightener, because this is what's going to melt the plastic so you can get your pans out and put them into your palettes. If you have anything wider than a 1 inch, I would probably use that just because the 1 inch is a little bit narrow for the blushes since they are wider than it, but if you're going to use the eyeshadows, then that's fine because they fit perfectly on a 1 inch hair straightener. Okay, so the very first step is to just make sure that the tin foil is flat on top of one of the plates, and then you're just going to turn it on and then set this aside until it heats up all the way. Okay, so we're going to start out with an eyeshadow. This one is called Cork. It's by MAC and it's a satin finish. And if you look right there at the bottom of it, there's kind of like a notch sort of, and you just take your tweezers and you kind of wedge them in there, and it might take you a few tries to get it, but it'll pop out. Okay, so this is what comes out of this once you finally get it out. It took me like 3 tries to get that. You take this once it's out of it, and what we're going to do is we're going to put it straight down on top of the tin foil like that, because there's glue underneath the plastic part that's holding the pan into it, and you want to melt that and melt the bottom part too, and then after it's like nice and like melted, we're going to take the tweezers and we're just going to press up the bottom of it and kind of pop it out, and it won't crack it as long as you melted it enough. Okay, so this is still sitting on there. I just wanted to say, don't throw this out because you can definitely back to MAC this, and we're going to keep that sticker because we're going to put it on the bottom anyway so that you can always tell like what color it was or what the finish of it was. Okay, so I just had the case part on here too, and it was melted so the sticker came right off. To get the sticker off, all you have to do is like, it was on here like this, and I just took the tweezers and I pressed up on the bottom part, and this just lifted right off, and the glue on it gets like sticky again because it's melted, so it'll stick right back onto the pan. The pan is probably finished now, so we're going to take this off, and it's like melted looking now. Okay, so we're going to take the tweezers and just like press and see if it's going to come up, which it's not, so it's not finished. It starts to smell like burning plastic, so we're going to check on it again. Like this is like the 5th time. Okay, so maybe it'll be finished. And it worked, it worked, it worked. Okay, so look, there it is. And we're just gonna take it out really quickly because it's really hot, and just put it face down on the desk or whatever you have that you're doing this on. I'm doing it on a desk, so I'm putting it face down on the desk. Okay, so that sticker that came off the bottom, I took the magnetic tape, which looks like this, and then on this side has like a label that peels off, so it's kind of like a sticker, and I just put it right onto the black side, and then I cut around it in a circle so that we're going to peel off the bottom part, the white part, we're going to peel it off, and then we're just going to stick it right on, and you won't even really be able to tell that there's a magnet on there, and you don't have to cover up any of your words, which is really nice. Okay, so we're just going to take the part that we melted out and then the new label, and we're just going to peel off the back of it and just stick it directly onto the other one because they're the same exact size as each other. So now you have a beautiful little MAC eyeshadow. It's so pretty. It's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. It doesn't get much more beautiful than this. Okay, so you can't even tell the cork was depotted. It just blends in now, so you can't even tell. Minus the gleam. If this gleam wasn't here, this would be my neutral palette right now. But I have like 6 more eyeshadows to depot that are neutral, and I have some colored ones too. But I only ordered 1 eyeshadow palette and 1 blush palette, so I kind of need to do all of them one by one, like depotting them, because I have a lot more that I need to get paletted soon. I just wanted to say that it doesn't really look any different or anything if you put the magnet back on it and stuff. It actually looks better with the magnet, so I suggest that if you are looking to get palettes that you just do it, because it really isn't as hard as I thought it was. Like when I saw the candle method and the freezer method of how to depot them, it was really intimidating. But then when I found Petrilude's way of using the hair straightener, it was so much easier, and I mean, it's like not dangerous at all. I've never wrecked one of my eyeshadows or blushes doing it, so I think it's pretty safe. Okay, so today I got my very first shout out from Airborne Jamie09. If you don't know who she is already, she's an American soldier in the military who right now is stationed in Korea. I don't know if you watch the news, but if you do, then you would know that Korea is a pretty scary place to be right now, and I think it'd be really cool if she had a lot of support here on YouTube. She makes beauty videos and she does like clothes videos and stuff, so if you want to subscribe to her, she has 82 subscribers right now, and she's only 18 away from 100. So the first 18 people who subscribe to her, thank you so much, because she really, I think, deserves a lot of support here on YouTube. She's in my box, but I'm also going to put her link below, and I just wanted to thank her again for giving me my very first shout out today. I was really excited when I saw that, and it really meant a lot to me that someone actually gave me a shout out.